What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to the channel. What is on my hoodie today, bro? Oh no, I got paint on it, bro. Oh, good. Acrylic paint's nice. You can just peel it off. It just barely dried. Anyways, welcome back to the channel, man. Life is weird, isn't it? I almost forgot to do this video. We're gonna talk about The Way of Water, Avatar 2, the new James Cameron epic. So my man came out just with that BDE, boy. Anyways, this movie's long, bro. It's 3 hours and like 15 minutes, dude. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay, that's done. I just wanted to say I had to like just point out the fact that, like, why? Okay. Other than that, though, this movie's a lot of fun. It is probably the single most impressive thing that I've ever seen on a screen. Like, it literally blew my mind. There are parts in this movie where you see up close the like blue folks, and they got the little baby hairs in their hands, and they're like moving in the wind a little. Like, I don't know if that's just like a filter they were using because it's like a real hand. I don't really know where CG ended and real life began, and I think that is what this is about. We're not really here for the story. Like, the story's, I guess, all right. I mean, I give the story like a 6 out of 10, maybe. Like, it's not trash, but it's we already watched it once. But this movie goes so far above what the first one did with the CG that it's kind of shocking. I expected to be very underwhelmed when I watched this. But I thought, you know what? I want to go check it out. Josh brought up the fact that, dude, it's an event, man. You have to go check this out. I was like, you know what? You're right. You're right. Josh is oftentimes right. So he made sense, you know, and I thought, I'm going to go check it out. And I went and watched it with the Alamo crew. And boy, other than the length of the movie, I had a blast. And I watched it in 2D. So I think I'm going to have to go check it out in 3D because I was watching things and I thought, okay, this was filmed to be watching 3D. Like, you have to. And as just as pretty as it was, I mean, there's like all this stuff happening because they filmed a bunch of it underwater. They used the NASA pool, which, to my understanding, I may be wrong, but to my understanding, it's like a 4 football field long pool, really deep. It's used to emulate anti-gravity and things of that nature. And so they used that to film a lot of the scenes in, according to what I'm hearing. And it's obvious that they used real water. The story's cool. There's a little bit of predictability there, but it's still all right. The acting is fine. It's just so beautiful. Like, I can't. It's like looking at a painting that was done by a master painter. It's like looking at a Picasso, but the Picasso wasn't just a singular painting rather. Excuse me. It was like a painting that told you a story. That's what this is like. So you're not really here for the story. You're here for the painting, but you get the story. So you're really getting more than what you're paying for. I don't know how well this is going to do in theaters, but I hope it does well. I think that they deserve it. I understand now why he stuck to his guns and put this movie out. I thought when I first heard about it, I was like, man, this is a decade late. That's just not true. It is absolutely beautiful. I don't really know what else to say about it. Like, the cinematography is cool and all, and like I said, the story's all right, but this movie is so pretty. Like, I can't really say anything else about it. I don't want to tell you what happens in it, but as you see in the trailer, there's a new kind of people in the movie, a new race, the water folks. Man, the design of the characters is phenomenal. The way that they introduce them is wonderful. I will say this is a movie about a family. And I got choked up a few times watching this movie because I have kids myself, and I watched it thinking, like, yeah, that's my little one, man. Like, there's a little girl in this one. It's the youngest daughter in the movie. That's my daughter. That's Charlie, dude. Like, she acts exactly like that. And this is a family film. There's not a lot of bad language in it. There's not a lot of graphic violence in it. It's a wonderful, beautiful story, and it is made impeccably. Like, I can't think of a movie that has ever looked this good. And I can't imagine one that will ever look better. I'm sure they'll get to that point, I guess, because that's just kind of how technology works. But this is the most impressed I've ever been watching a movie as far as just visually. Just now, I had more fun watching like splattery horror movies because that's what I'm into. But I mean, I just was jaw on the floor, and I'm watching it in 2D. So I can only imagine, as long as the 3D stuff is done well, this movie's going to blow people's minds. I hope you go see it. I know it's a long ask. I don't understand the length of it. I think that was a bad move. I know he filmed multiple movies, so why did you have to make this one that long? It doesn't make any sense to me. And I also heard that it had, this is again speculation, but I heard that it has to break 1 billion just to get like at even numbers. That's bananas. But this movie was, I don't know, man. I feel like we kind of need this right now. Our world's in a weird place, and we need something we can all come together and talk about. And I think this might be it. I don't think James Cameron's saving the world or anything, but it's cool to have something that's nice like this around the holidays, man. It's I don't know, man. I'm kind of at a loss for words, to be honest. I kind of want to watch it again. I'm going to try to take my wife to go see it in the theater. I don't know. I wonder if my kids would even care, because they're young. They're 9 and 8, so they may not care. Let's just ask one of them. Come here. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, this is Bricken. He's my oldest, if you haven't met him before. Do you have any desire to see the new Avatar movie? You don't know? I'll show you the trailer later. It was a big spectacle when it came out. When the first one came out, it was like, it broke records, and it was just this big, amazing, beautiful adventure. And I watched the second one at Alamo because it's, you know, an employee thing. And it is probably the prettiest thing I've ever seen on a screen before. That's a pretty bold statement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to go see it with me, maybe? It's kind of long. If you fall asleep in it, no big deal, but it's just so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have any desire at all to go see this? You don't know?
No.
Nah, Charlie might want to see it more than you. I just thought I'd ask since you were here. Anyways, thanks, bud. Okay, so he doesn't care. That's awesome. But no, I think this is a family film. Yeah, man, it was just kind of mind-blowing. I'm thinking about it. It was just so pretty. There's you know, it's got some predictability in it, dude. That's the one thing that kind of bummed me out the most, is that they didn't have some crazy thing happen in it where you're like, what? It was just like, oh yeah, saw that coming. But it was still done right, man. Execution is important, and when you have a story that is super original and surprising, but they don't execute it very well, no, dude, give me the one that I can kind of see coming, and that's done right. I'll take that most times, actually. So Avatar, what is it? Is it Avatar 2 Way of the Water, or is it Way of the Water Avatar 2 or Avatar? I don't know exactly how it's titled, but anyways, the new Avatar movie, man, go check it out. I'm gonna probably give it an 8.5 out of 10. And now I don't want to go higher than that because, like I said, the story's a little predictable and it's too long. That's the only thing I can think that's the only two things I can complain about. Everything else in it is 10 out of 10. So go see it. Go have a great time. Let me know in the comments what you think about this movie. Is he going to break new records with it? Is he going to bring people together with it? We don't know. We will see, though. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have a nice day, everybody. We'll see you real soon. Peace.